Hey guys, welcome back. Stop Talk and Roll, episode 171, number one show for Jiu-Jitsu analysis on YouTube. Today we have myself in the all black no gi and Cole in the navy blue no gi. Guys, let me know if the volume's okay because I got a comment that it wasn't. And so this is my first one recording since that comment. I've since re-increased my volume, so let me know. I can do some more if need be. So kind of engaging with Cole here, trying to trip him up. He's doing he's got pretty good base, but he's got to be careful. Cole, you got to be careful standing straight up on somebody, because what I'm doing to you, I'm not doing it very well, but coming in and tripping you up is my goal. So what I was able to do there is finally engage into, so I keep putting my feet behind yours to try to trip you. You're doing a great job of not getting swept. And, but this final one, I'm able to collapse, get an arm behind your knee, which lets me sit in tight. And then I just wrap your legs up. I make your base narrow and pull you over and get on top, right into the body lock. Guys, I really like to drive my knee. I like to try to kick my knee and my elbow back here, just to completely encase their hips when I don't have control of their head. So my plan is going to be eventually to start walking up to north-south. But in the time being, while I don't have control of their head, I want to control their hips. If I can control their hips, I can at least keep them on the floor and use that to increase my positioning. Okay, so I take my time here. Nice and controlled, really bracketed around those hips. Look, he's going to be strong with his arms, so I want to keep them separated from his legs. So what I'm doing here is I'm beginning to set up going to north-south. So I'm just going to slide this hand through as I switch my hips. Notice, guys, my hip is facing one direction and I'm switching it, that little movement right there, to block his hip with his knee now. Now I'm with my knee, I'm sorry. Now I want to replace my knee with my hand as I look to turn and come up top to take north-south. So I block. Now my two hands are bracketing his hips, which makes it difficult for him to hip escape. And from here, I'm going to walk through. I'm not too worried about this stiff arm. While annoying, my hip is eventually going to beat that out. If I need to, I'll go up high. As long as I keep his hips pinned, I'm not too worried about it. Or I'll just get really heavy on the behind his arm, like so, and push through. In this case, I decided to go to mount. Let's see, why did I decide to go to mount? Did I get that arm away? Yeah. Okay, Cole. Yeah, you put this arm behind my body, and I stayed behind it and drove it up. So I kept the elbow high. If I get high elbows, I'm going to go for mount. So staying on mount. Oh, I remember this. Cole, you do a great job here of not letting me get this triangle for a while, and then I was just being a jerk. So, in tight. Looking to pull his head up. Staying low so he can't bump me off. His shoulder's in the way. Like, I want to close my triangle, but it's hard to do so because Cole's doing a great job of shifting his arm up and down, so I just can't close the loop, which is really good. So I try to pull the arm out of the way. I can't do it. Try to pull the arm out of the way again. Like, I really pull it out of the way. Can't do it. But I can't connect my foot to my knee. So, like, I'm right there. I'm just about to get into the triangle. But I really want the triangle. Like, that's what I want to get. So I eventually resort to some kind of mean tactics. So I cover his face, and which gives me his arm. I use my chest to pull into place, come over, switch to my full triangle, get it. So guys, I don't know if this is legal or not. But yeah, just cover his just cover his nose and his mouth. Hey, why not, right? So I use that. Now look, notice, key detail here. I don't let the smother go until I know I can clear that. I use it reinforce. There you go. Good old smother choke. That's me being a jerk. Good job, Cole. It's the fact that you're forcing me to resort to those kind of tactics is a good sign for your jiu-jitsu. And I'm being serious. I'm not being sarcastic. That's a good sign. So again, Cole, be careful. I mean, I'm not sweeping you, so I mean, it's hard for me to be like, don't do this, but be careful about keeping your feet flat-footed against someone who's sitting. Oh, man. I was thinking about not going to train tonight, but now that I'm watching this, I want to go train. I had a long day at work. But no excuses. Let's go. Almost, Cole. Ooh, so close. That was nice. So you manage for like a hot second to get like around behind. Are you behind? Yeah. I would double down. You're like almost into a leg drag. So right here, it could be a little sketchy because of leg locks, but I would actually, instead of this, putting your hand here, this is a cool concept to think about. There's a lot of things going on, but I'm just going to stick to one of them, okay? For me to raise this leg, I have to bring this leg to the other side, okay? Or even if I do raise this leg, like let's think about the mobility I have here. Let's freeze my body in this plane right here. If I go to raise this leg, how far is it getting? Like it's going to run into my leg right here. And then what? Maybe I can cross my foot up here. Maybe I can get my foot up here. That poses no danger for you. And that's me crossing my legs. This might be hard to imagine. Think of this as like my top leg and my bottom leg. I can only get it like this much past if I were to try to raise my bottom leg. So the leg you really want to be looking to control is my top leg. So instead of planting on my bottom leg, plant on my top leg. Keep that down. What I could do is look to slide out this way if you plant my top leg, because I have to. I can't turn this way if you're planting my top leg, right? If you're putting weight into it, I'm going to have to slide out the back, and then you could look to take my back from there. Or you could look to solidify into a leg drag position. So you staple this down, you get your weight on me, weight on my hip, and you cycle this leg behind. Might be a lot just for this video, but point being, this is the leg that's going to keep me down, not necessarily this leg. With all that being said, you do need to be careful about the kanibasami entry into cross-ashi. Whizzer here. So whenever you get around to somebody's guard and you're in like this kind of position, this is like the tendency to like try to just squeeze on their head, which can work. I'm not gonna say it's not. It's definitely annoying, but you want to watch the whizzer, right? I mean, you want to watch the back take right now, and especially it's not going to work because my arm is close to my head, so there's no way for you to squeeze my head hard enough for me to even think about tapping. I get my hooks in. I use these wedges, funny enough, to help me pry my head out, and I look to get on top. Okay, you get your back straight with me, so I'm going to take 2 hands overhook and start just digging for chokes. I think you're laughing because it's tickling you. Okay. But when somebody lays on top of you like that, that's your cue for double overs. Okay. And you start attacking the neck both sides. And I'm telling them. Again, letting me get into that shin to shin. Good. There's a bird that just flew. That was a very large bird that just flew by my door. Flew. Cole, you kind of just fell there. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, this is a bad position. So taking my time here, keeping your elbows. Guys, the point of this right now, just slow, methodical, and I'm trying to keep his elbows away from his knees. That's my goal. Sometimes I take my time with that. I'm not going to just rush into mount, but I'm slowly doing that. And what I also could do is I can use my whole body weight to drive forward, like so underneath his elbows, right? He's got to keep my whole body down with a lat pull down, and I have a lot of power. Okay, switch to shin mount. Oh, that was time. Good round. That's not a good. Let's get a good still. That's an okay one. Let's get a better one. There we go. I like that one. Okay. Good round, guys. I mean Cole, because I'm one of the guys. Good round, Cole. And good round, me. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that. If it's your first time here, please, well, even if it's not your first time here, drop a like, subscribe, leave a comment. I usually don't say that one. I get these episodes out every morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Saturday. I also post the Raw rounds at night. It's taking a little longer than I anticipated. If anybody knows how to like remove sound from a video, because I'd rather just post it up without editing. But like every little bit of editing makes me render the whole thing, which is super annoying. Just because of time, right? Like maybe one day this will be my full-time gig, and I don't mind doing that. I don't know why I'm grabbing stuff. This is a chopstick wrapper. I don't mind doing that, but for right now, I just want to get these things out, and it's supposed to meet up. So, all right. Thanks, guys. Have a lovely day.